Hello everyone and welcome to Special Olympic Ontario's virtual Bocce Ball Bash Tournament. Thank you all so much for participating. Make sure you're watching the correct tutorial. This is a tutorial for the Green Level 2 skills and Unified Divisions. First up, we have Day 1, the Bocce Bowling Challenge. Make sure you have the proper equipment, which include a sports ball, for example, a soccer ball, or any other type of ball. A measuring tape, tape for distance markers, and 6 cones or other objects, such as water bottles. Any adaptations, accommodations, or modifications that need to be made throughout the tournament are welcomed. To start, participants will be required to assemble 6 cones or objects in pyramid formation. Standing 18 feet away from the cones, athletes will roll a ball, again any version is acceptable, and knock over as many cones as they can. Athletes will each get 6 consecutive attempts. Athletes will be awarded 1 point per knocked over cone or object. The total number of points per athlete will be added up and divided by the number of athletes for each team. Alright, next up for Day 2 of the SOO Bocce Ball Bash, we have the Target Practice Challenge. So, the only equipment you will need for this event are first beanbags, a timer, a tape measure, and tape for distance and target markers. You're going to start off by creating 3 target zones, all of which will be placed on the ground and can be created using tape. The target zones will range from Target Zone 1, which will be 15 inches by 15 inches, Target Zone 2, which will be 20 inches by 20 inches, and finally Target Zone 3, which will be 25 inches by 25 inches. The first and second zones will be spaced 5 feet apart from each other, as well as the second and third zones will be spaced 5 feet apart from each other. Participants will then mark a throwing line with their tape 15 feet away from the first target zone, which is the 15 inches by 15 inches zone. Athletes will begin by throwing beanbags or whatever other objects you have, such as socks, into the target zones of their choosing. Athletes will assemble in line formation and attempt 1 throw using the object or beanbag into any of the 3 target zones. Athletes can choose which zone they would like to throw to when they are throwing, and get a minimum of 1 attempt each. After each athlete has attempted a throw, they will go back to the end of the line and the participants will repeat until the 15-minute time limit has run out. If the beanbag lands in the target zone 1, the 15 inches by 15 inches zone, is worth 1 point. If the beanbag lands in zone 2, the 20 inches by 20 inches zone, it is worth 2 points. And finally, zone 3, the 25 by 25 inch zone, is worth 3 points. The total number of points per athlete will be added up and divided by the number of athletes for each team. Remember to submit your Day 1 and 2 results using the Google Forms link provided by Special Olympics Ontario by the end of the day on Day 2, February 16th. If you do not have a Google account, please submit your results by email to the SOO Schools email by the end of the day on February 16th. Alright, last but not least, we have our final challenge of the week, the live day putting it all together Bocce Challenge. You will need beanbags, a tape measure, tape for distance markers, and an object, so a cone or water bottle to represent the Palino, as well as access to the Google Meet platform. To start, place an object, such as a water bottle, tennis ball, or cone, on the ground to represent the Palino, or the target. Athletes will throw an object, such as beanbags, from 3 set distances marked with tape, 15, 20, and 30 feet away from the Palino. Participants will have 2 throwing attempts per distance to get the beanbag or object as close to the Palino as they can. Tape markings should be placed 1, 2, and 3 feet away from the Palino to help with scoring. Team scores will be determined based on how close each throw is to the Palino and the total points of each athlete will be added up and divided by the number of athletes on each team. When throwing from a distance of 15 feet, athletes will be awarded 3 points if it lands within 1 foot of the target, 2 points if it lands within 2 feet, and 3 points if it lands within 3 feet. Next, when throwing from a distance of 20 feet, athletes will be awarded 6 points if it lands within 1 foot of the target, 5 points if it lands within 2 feet, and 4 points if it lands within 3 feet. Lastly, when throwing from a distance of 30 feet, athletes will be awarded 9 points if it lands within 1 foot of the target, 8 points if it lands within 2 feet, and finally 7 points if it lands within 3 feet. Remember that Thursday, February 17th is Team Color Day, and everyone is encouraged to bring out their school spirit and wear their favorite team's color or jersey. A reminder, each team will also be given a Spirit Award out of 10, and that will be added to each team's overall score. Teams in the green and unified divisions, make sure to tune in at 1 p.m. using your Google Meet link that will be sent out to you the day before the event. At the end of the event, all schools and parents are encouraged to submit photos and videos of athletes' participation. Special Olympics Ontario will be creating a post-event highlight reel. Good luck, everybody.